When I think about the long-term vision of the Gastric Cancer Fund and where we will be 5, 10, 15 years from now, it's hard to kind of deal in those specifics. But I have a goal, and it really is, someday we're going to shut this thing down, right? Because we're going to solve gastric cancer. And someday we won't need the Gastric Cancer Fund anymore.
In 2007, J.P. Gallagher was diagnosed with gastric cancer, also called stomach cancer, at 38 years old. J.P. had 2 children, with another on the way. When diagnosed, J.P. started searching the internet for information on stomach cancer and found very little. All the information he found was outdated, inconsistent, and almost entirely without hope. J.P. also found that research funding was minimal. Even though it's the second leading cause of cancer deaths worldwide, in comparison to other cancers, stomach cancer receives a tiny fraction of research dollars. J.P. took action and decided that something needed to be done. He started the Gastric Cancer Fund in 2009 to address the disease head-on. Through GCF, he provided relevant and current information, patient and caregiver support, and funding for research.
He said, you know, I just feel like there's not much information out there for patients like me who are going through this kind of treatment. So he said, what do you think about starting a foundation to try to help new patients deal and cope with everything that they're going to go through in this treatment? Well, that was just the germ of an idea. I thought it was a fantastic idea because I have lots of other patients and they have the same frustration of not knowing where to get information. But it really spiraled from there to thinking about, could we actually help support research that could even impact gastric cancer? And he just took it from there.
With Dr. Ford, JP's father-in-law, David Grogan, and Wayne Feinstein, a new friend whose son was in treatment for stomach cancer, GCF was established and has since continued to grow and make an impact on stomach cancer research. The V Foundation for Cancer Research, a leading organization in the cancer community, quickly embraced GCF as a charity partner and has provided guidance and practical support since the beginning. To date, GCF, now the Gastric Cancer Foundation, has funded some of the most important stomach cancer research in the United States. GCF has provided hope, research, education, and visibility for this serious but widely unknown cancer.
I got involved with Gastric Cancer Foundation when my late son was in remission. It was a too brief remission. Everyone was excited because he'd had what was called a complete response to the initial treatment. The problem with gastric cancer is that the cells that grow with this cancer grow very, very fast. Frequently, it's not diagnosed until a patient is already in late stage, 4th stage of cancer, or something close to it. And the problem with that is that the cancer is already metastasized and spread. In Ben's case, that was his situation. At the point that we even knew he was sick, he was very sick. In other words, it had been growing for a long time without detection. I got involved in part because I thought while he was in remission, we'd find a cure. Among the things I'm proudest of with regard to Gastric Cancer Foundation's accomplishments is the creation of the Gastric Cancer Registry, because none existed prior, and you can't do baseline research without a HIPAA-compliant registry of patients who've struggled with the disease or are struggling with the disease. And the second is our support of genomic research done at Stanford University. These are both baseline to ways of finding treatment and cure, and our objective is to find that cure. We're getting very close in terms of fundamental research. We're at a point now, having established these building blocks, that we're ready for greater support, greater awareness, and all it will take, I think, to make a big difference quickly is your involvement. I'm looking forward to our going out of business party, because on the day we achieve our goals of curing this disease, that's the day we go out of business.
JP passed away from gastric cancer on February 26, 2013. Through his tireless work and leadership, and his boundless compassion for others, JP had a lasting impact on the medical community and grateful patients everywhere. JP's dedication inspires us to continue our battle against stomach cancer and to truly cure the disease. Please join us in the fight against stomach cancer.
We've accomplished a great deal, and this too is a tribute to the legacy of J.P. Gallagher. There's so much more that can be accomplished, and that will be accomplished if we can expand our base of support and have you join with us in meeting these challenges.